And we start now with that breaking news. President Donald Trump is now threatening to move the RNC out of Charlotte. That is if North Carolina doesn't allow crowds to pack out the Spectrum Center. The president sent out a series of tweets saying he loves North Carolina and insisted on the RNC being in Charlotte. But he says the governor's restrictions cannot guarantee a full attendance in August. He says they would be spending millions of dollars without knowing if the Republican Party can fully occupy the Spectrum Center. The president says that if the governor doesn't fully reopen, and soon, they will, quote, be reluctantly forced to find another RNC site. Well, Governor Roy Cooper's spokesperson responded to the president's tweets later this morning, saying state health officials are working with the RNC committee to review plans on how to hold the convention in Charlotte. The spokesperson adds, North Carolina is relying on data to help protect residents. And it's important to note here that President Trump is not a party in the RNC contract. It's only between Charlotte and the RNC host committee. RNC and city leaders have told Channel 9 that they are still planning for an in-person convention. Also breaking right now, people protested in South Charlotte to reopen the state. The rally at Morrison Regional Library is one of several rallies happening in North Carolina right now. Our Elsa Gillis is live for us now. And Elsa, can you walk us through what's happened there in just the last hour?
Well, Brittany, about 45 minutes ago, participants pulled out of this parking lot for a driving-style rally around the South Park area. I'd say there were a few dozen people who gathered here first. Take a look at the video we captured just a short while ago. Organizers tell me it's in conjunction with the Reopen North Carolina movement across the state, and today's rally has two purposes. One, it's for Memorial Day to honor those who have fought and died for our freedom. But they say it's also about fighting for freedom now, calling on the state to reopen more businesses, saying 50% capacity isn't 100% freedom. And other businesses like gyms and bars should be able to open and allow people to follow social distancing and sanitation guidelines. They say it's about the ability to make their own choices. Under phase 2, restaurants, salons, and barbershops, pools can reopen at 50% capacity. Gyms, bars, playgrounds, and some other businesses remain closed. The governor said an increase in positive COVID-19 cases signified a need to take a more modest step forward. Here's what one of the organizers said to me today.
We need to find a way to reopen the economy and keep the people who are at risk of this virus safe.
Now, Brittany, the organizer said the plan is to circle the South Park Mall area and potentially meet back here afterwards. Back to you.
All right, Elsa.